In this next story, I'm going to introduce you to a fitness expert. Now, he's dedicated his whole life to helping others live healthy. Well, now he needs the help in the form of a kidney. And I'll bet you'll never guess where he gets it.
I just love it. I love the way it feels, and I love the benefits of it. I don't look at like working out as a chore. Working out is my life.
You can usually find 35-year-old Tafaro Cook here at the fitness corner working his body.
Good. Push off the heels.
Or helping one of his clients.
I do it to help people because I know it's going to benefit long run and right now.
Jacqueline Downey is one of them.
Yeah, he's kind of tough.
We're going to do some bent over rows.
He gets into days where he just says, okay, we're working it today, girl, we're working it today.
Jacqueline says what is more impressive is how Tafaro takes care of himself.
He eats right, he exercises, he believes in God, he prays, and he has a good family support system.
I train 3 days a week now because of dialysis. I got to do dialysis 3 days a week. What's going on right now is I'm doing dialysis. Kidneys filter out all the poison and stuff like that. That's what this machine does. It takes all that and filters it out.
Tafaro contracted a rare kidney disease. One kidney transplant failed, but his prayers for another chance would be answered in his own gym.
Just going to do some leg extensions.
When I thought about it,
Point your toes out.
and it seriously did come to me in a dream.
A dream come true for Tafaro. He's getting one of Jacqueline's kidneys.
Honestly, I think I'm just blessed. I'm blessed by God.
It won't be easy. The two aren't a match.
And I stayed on the internet for 3 nights in a row trying to find something.
What she found out is Johns Hopkins Hospital could perform the incompatible kidney transplant. After a series of tests, the two were chosen for the surgery. They will be 2 of the first in Ohio to go through the procedure.
And if you see somebody trying so hard every day, Tafaro is deserving of a good quality of life. And I hope I can do that. I'm sorry.
She's giving me the gift of life. I mean, I don't even know how you can repay something like that.
Most of us join health clubs to get in shape, but this bill could allow you to get some cash back on your taxes for buying exercise equipment and joining health clubs.
We pump weights, increase our cardio training, and perfect our game, all in the name of a healthier lifestyle. But now you may have another reason to stay in shape, a tax deduction.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, anything that'll help people, give them some incentive to join the club, it can only be beneficial.
Jim Goodrich is the membership director at Riverview Athletic Club.
What? Oh.
He loves the idea. He thinks most people are wasting time being overweight instead of going over the rim.
Michigan is actually one of the worst states as far as obesity in the nation.
And the latest numbers show it. 60% of Michigan adults are overweight. 22% of those are obese. That's why State Representative Barb Vanderveen is sponsoring a new bill. It would allow residents to claim fitness center memberships and exercise equipment as deductions come tax time. She says providing a tangible tax incentive for a healthy lifestyle will pay huge dividends through an increased quality of life and decreased health care costs.
Try it again.
Saving you money as well as the state. Millions of dollars in health care costs.
That would benefit me a lot, especially going to college. It's kind of hard for me to explore the stuff as it is.
You know, there's so many obese cities in the country now that I think, yeah, they're trying to make Michigan a healthy state, and if they can tie that in with legislation, I think that's great.
Goodrich thinks the bill is a win-win situation for your health and for your wallet.
But if a person could get somewhat of a refund on that, of course, they're going to love it.
Sarah Finn is probably doing what most other moms are doing this Halloween.
Right.
She's gearing up for a busy night of trick-or-treaters. Her 3 boys, Sean, Christian, and Brendan, dress up and trick-or-treat like most other kids in their neighborhood. But they don't get to eat all that candy. Before they dive into these, they have to get one of these.
All 3 of them, in fact, pick out like 20 or 25 of their favorite candies. And then the rest, they would decide what they wanted to sell back to us.
For pocket change, 10-year-old Sean and 3.5-year-old Brendan have juvenile diabetes, and they have to limit the amount of sweets they can eat. Middle son Christian is the only one of the boys who is not diabetic. So the boys' parents, Sarah and Niall, have come up with a system allowing them to still eat candy and get a cash bonus to boot.
They love both the candy and the cash.
And Sean says there's another upside to cutting back.
Yeah, you don't get any cavities. Yeah, money's better than candy.
Doctors say 1 in 500 children under the age of 18 has juvenile diabetes. They also say 5% of them may also have a sibling with the same illness.
Juvenile diabetes is a disease where the pancreas stops producing insulin. There is no cure and children can outgrow it. But the Finn family has found ways to adapt and get around some of the hurdles. The kids can eat sugary treats, but they have to cut out a carbohydrate snack from one of their other meals later. Dr. Michael Wood says nowadays it's pretty common.
We don't give children anymore a very specific diet about things they can and can't have. It all has to do with portion control.
Another way to manage sugar levels is with an insulin pump or shots. Every time a child eats, they get a certain dose of insulin per carbohydrate they eat.
So if they want to have more candy, they can actually just take a bigger injection of more insulin. So there are multiple ways for them to actually be flexible around the issue of candy, because of course you want kids to be kids.
For the Finn boys, controlling their diet means cashing in other ways.
I save up.
Do you?
And sometimes I spend. Sometimes when I go to stores, I just look at something and I try and save for it. Yeah, I have the bunny zoo one.
In Cascade Township, Shelley Crenshaw, Fox 17 News at 10. Whether they're sparkling on a famous Hollywood starlet or given a sign of eternal love, diamonds are captivating. Chunks of carbon compressed into lifelong mementos. But are they traditional diamonds or something else?
You know, I certainly would rather be remembered of looking at a diamond than a casket, you know, or a corpse.
It may sound strange, but it's the latest trend in funeral services. It's called Life Gem, turning the remains of your loved one into gemstones.
That one looks pretty.
Lynn Gage and her dad, Phil Priola, have signed up for it.
I was going, what? My second reaction said, well, this sounds quite unique. And it would give me an opportunity to be forever.
Funeral home director Ed Faulkner says it's a unique way to memorialize a loved one.
Compared to the traditional, take mom or dad's ashes and place them on the mantle at home in a fireplace.
The process starts here. The body goes through the cremation process. During cremation, the carbon is separated from the ashes. It's then sent on to a lab in Europe where it's later pressed into a diamond stone.
We have a lot of orders coming in and a lot of requests.
Greg Hero is the CEO. He and a business partner came up with the idea.
Carbon is the building block of life. Diamonds are made out of carbon. If we could somehow combine the two, we'd have an awesome memorial.
16 weeks later, you have a certified high-quality gem.
They're all EGL certified. They are diamonds.
Brilliant colors set to a family's request. Most people don't like thinking about death until it's later in life, but Life Gems gives you another opportunity to think about your mortality a little differently.
So a lot of people in the younger generations even are saying, hey, look, you know, with this, I don't have a problem thinking about it and planning for it.
People like Lynn Gage, who is only 35.
When the option came around, you know, to be a lifetime, right away I knew that that's something that I wanted to do.
About 100 diamonds can be created from an average-sized person, ranging from 1 to 1.5 carats in size.
We're about the celebration of the life, and how can I keep this person close to me as I continue?
A celebration of family jewels.
It gives me an opportunity to leave something to my heirs, something of sentimental value. I have nothing for my parents at this moment. They're gone.
A jewel meaning the end, a sparkle that will last forever.
Nurse Week TV.
Hope Hospital makes the most of its Southern California location. Recognized as a magnet hospital by the ANCC, Hope offers a comprehensive mix of healthcare services, including centers of excellence in cancer, heart and vascular, orthopedics, and women's healthcare services. Now, if the location doesn't draw you in, then working with an award-winning nursing staff certainly will. What do you all like most about being a registered nurse? Located in Morristown, New Jersey, Morristown Memorial Hospital is a 642-bed Madnick facility for its excellence in nursing.
This bag of sugar weighs a little more than 3 pounds. Now, that may not seem like a whole lot, but that's the amount of breast tissue doctors had to remove from Stephanie's chest.